So there I was, lying in bed and shiny hunting in Cerulean Cave. I mean, you know how it is. The painfully long process is running its course, and, then my silly brain starts to ask me the real questions. Why am I doing this? How am I not satisfied after catching them all and completing the National Pokédex? A National Living Pokédex. Why have I decided to do it all over again, but this time more time-consuming and more difficult just to say I got them all in different colors? Why did I even catch them all in the first place? Why can't I ever stop playing Pokemon? Am I subconsciously making this video as, self-therapy for myself? Maybe, but listen, let's deep dive into my lifelong obsession for the lore. When I was playing Pokemon as a kid, I didn't really subscribe to the famous slogan of the series, gotta catch 'em all. What's interesting is, we all know that slogan because of the famous Pokemon theme song, but did you know that it was on the cover of the Gen 1 and Gen 2 games, like the slogan right under the title? From the beginning, they set out for this game to be about catching all the Pokemon, like literally catching them all, collecting them all. And of course, it was genius because they had two different versions of the game, with some Pokemon only being exclusive to Red or Blue, turning a single-player adventure into a multiplayer interactive experience in which you needed to have your link cable so that you could trade with your friends, so that you could get the Pokemon that you didn't have in your game, so that you could actually catch them all and collect them all. Either that, or, you didn't have any friends, so you just, had to buy both versions of the game so that you could collect them all if you enjoyed it that much. I've done that here and there. It is what it is. It's fine. We love it. I like completing the Pokédex. Anyways, my first foray into the series was Pokemon Ruby, and like many others, I adored it, but I didn't feel like I needed to catch them all. To be fair, the internet was still a baby at that time, and, as a 6-year-old kid, I wasn't on the computer all the time, so I didn't know all the tips and tricks of where to find all the Pokemon and how to evolve them and all that different stuff. But even as I became a more seasoned player of the series, I still didn't feel the need to catch them all. I pretty much just caught whatever I felt like, anything that I liked and anything that I wanted to use, and that was it for me. I enjoyed that, and that was okay. Completing the Pokédex, felt like this long and difficult thing, and just not worth it. Not worth the bragging rights, I guess. It'd be like, okay, great, you did it. So what? It wasn't until high school that I became interested in completing the National Pokédex. In Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, they introduced the Shiny Charm, a key item that permanently increased the rate of encountering a shiny Pokemon from the base rate of 1 in 8,192 to approximately, I have the stat down over there, 1 in 2,731. If you're unfamiliar, shiny Pokemon are basically just a Pokemon, all the Pokemon that we know, just they are differently colored than usual, and they're super rare. Like I said, the base rate initially was 1 in 8,192. That is crazy. That is crazy rare. Like, to encounter that is like, oh my god, that's wild. If you encountered one randomly, like I did when I played Pokemon Ruby, and I saw a green Golbat, and I didn't know about shiny Pokemon at the time, I was like, what is that? What is happening here? And at that time, I'd hacked my Pokemon Ruby with my action replay, of course, as one does, and I had caught it with a Master Ball. But I still do have that green Golbat to this day, except now it is a pink Crobat. Gold Green became Crow Pink. How original is that? But it's with me in Pokemon Shield, which is awesome. Anyways, while some shiny Pokemon are absolutely gorgeous, like Ho-Oh, for example, very obviously different from the original, there are some like Pikachu, and you're like, oh, that's different. Those are different colors. Like, if you showed a shiny Pikachu to someone that, isn't familiar with shiny Pokemon as a concept, you'd probably be like, oh yeah, that's Pikachu, and wouldn't say anything else about it. Like, that's it. That's just Pikachu. Shiny Pokemon are a huge part of the series now. Over the years, after they introduced it in Generation 2 and Gold and Silver, people have been crazy over them because they're so rare and so fun to collect. People love these things, and so when I saw the item in Generation 5 that you could, increase your odds, I was like, hell yeah, I love shiny Pokemon, that's so cool. I'd never really been hunting for them before, which is a whole culture within the community, you know, I was saying, hey, you know what, it'll make it easier, so why not? And as I started to complete the National Pokedex, I kind of liked the process of it all, because I have so many of the games and I've enjoyed so many of the adventures, and I had to play through some games a few times in order to transfer some up, because it's sort of convoluted in that way, and that, you know, you can't catch every Pokemon in every game, like I'd said before. Having to do it all and going through that task and everything, I still enjoyed it for a majority of the time. And so as I was completing the National Pokedex, I was like, hey, I actually do feel some sort of accomplishment in this. While I initially thought it would be just like a, all right, well, I did this thing, and, you know, now I might be able to find shiny Pokemon. I mean, 1 in 2,731 still isn't that great of a rate. And so after I completed the National Pokedex in Generation 5, I said, well, why didn't I do that in Gen 6 as we move forward? So when X and Y came out, I started collecting all the Pokemon there. And as every new Pokemon game comes out, I always, even if I have the Pokemon already, if I don't have it within that game, within that individual adventure, I still like to do it again. At least when a new game comes out altogether. If it's like, you know, I don't know, like, I'm not gonna complete the Pokedex in X and the Pokedex in Y. I'm just gonna do it for that one, like, set of games, one, like, new generation, if you will. But I don't know exactly why I get such a kick out of doing it and doing it and doing it over again. Like, what is it to me that's so appealing about collecting them all? Do I just like playing the games? Is that it? What is the satisfaction of completing a collection? What do you get out of it? Is it just a big tactic by the company? I mean, that's their original thing, right? That's how they made people pay money for their games, is trade back and forth so that you could get them all. And of course, I've poured a lot of money into the series as a result. I don't feel like I was cheated either. Maybe that's just, you know, me falling prey to capitalism. But I don't know. I'm still happy playing this game. I go and I play the game and I'm still enjoying myself. And after now having a living dex, meaning I have one of every single Pokemon in the box in Pokemon Home, I've had it done for a while, and I've been like, well, that's it, I guess, until the next generation comes along. I don't know, I still felt unaccomplished. So as I'm playing Pokemon Go is a whole other story, because now I'm able to just play Pokemon wherever the hell I want, anywhere, whenever I'm on the go, if you will. It is now kind of easier because they're releasing shiny Pokemon within the game. They're not all released. They release them one at a time. They're like drip feeding them to us, and that's how Pokemon Go is still surviving, honestly. It's just the hype of shiny Pokemon. That's how I sort of decided that I'm gonna do a shiny national dex, and not just a shiny national dex, a shiny living national dex. I want to have one of every single Pokemon in shiny form. It's crazy, right? There are a lot of ways to reduce the rate even from there. The rate has gotten better as the generations has gone along. You know, there are some situations in which it's only 1 in 100 chance when you're doing Dynamax adventures in Pokemon Sword and Shield. And in Pokemon Go, the base rate is 1 in 450 when you click on a Pokemon. That's a really good rate, all things considered. So you get shiny Pokemon a lot, and they have a lot of events where they're just kind of all over the place. So I've collected, honestly, most of my shinies in that game, and I'm able to transfer them into Pokemon Home. I've decided I'm gonna do it with Go and, you know, my collection of all the games in the series for the most part. I think I'm gonna be able to do it. It's gonna be long. It's going to be very, very, very difficult and very frustrating, but I just needed to find another way to continue playing this game, because I completed what I needed to do, but I still want to play. And why is that? Why can't I stop playing Pokemon? What is it? Why do I need to have the rarest collection? Why? I don't know what that says about me. Like I said, is this self-therapy? I'm not sure. Do any of you play the games? Do you feel like you have this urge? I mean, I guess it's sort of in the same vein as the TCG, right? As the cards. Shining Fates, for example. I mean, you know, you have a chance of getting a shiny Pokemon in the thing, or really any set, really. Just pulling a rare card. You want to pull that chase card. You want the card that you want to get, but there's no chance that you will. Everything it's just a chance. There's no, like, guaranteed way to get the thing that you want, other than, you know, paying money for it, but you want to get it authentically. At least with the game, it's more of a time thing than it is a money thing. Wow, the TCG can get expensive. I know a lot of people who like to complete sets in the card game from just opening. That's tough. That is rough. That is a hard time and a very expensive time as well. There's so many other games that I want to play. I have other things that I have to do, other responsibilities, all this different stuff, and sometimes I'm just like, I just want to play Pokemon. I just want to play the games I've been playing for my whole life, and I don't even, like, I don't know. It's just, I'm always in the mood, and I can't stop. I play it on the go, and I can't stop, and I don't know what the hell it is. Am I alone in this? Am I the only one who wants? I know there are shiny hunters out there and other people who collect in this, but like how common is this that this is all people want to do? And why is it? Do you know why you want to do it? Is it just that it makes you happy? Because sometimes it just frustrates the hell out of me, and then the next day I go and do it again, or I just play Pokemon in a different way. Between Pokemon Go and the Pokemon main series games and the Pokemon TCG, I just have my hands full with this series, and I can't stop, and it's crazy. Funny enough, I actually have a Marvel thing in the background and a Star Wars thing here, and yet no Pokemon merchandise to be found. That's silly. Tell me what you think. You tell me. You help me out. Be my therapist. Why do I want to keep playing Pokemon? What is it that drives me? Why do I want all the shiny Pokemon? And are you experiencing the same thing? All right, that's it. That's all I want to know. I love you. I love you so much. Yeah, wow, I've really been rambling. I hope you enjoyed this rambling and this session of discussion here about collecting Pokemons. If you could hit the like button, that would be very much appreciated. And also subscribe for more, either more of this or more of the other lore that we do with this guy and those guys and all the other guys. Love y'all. I love collecting Pokemon. This is great. Catch you next time for the lore. My girlfriend Jacqueline's here. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree.
That is helpful. Thanks for being here. I don't know. I think I wanted to go further into this. I think I wanted to get deeper about it, and then it really just became more about me. But I think it was always about me, right?